Hey, what's up everyone? This is Minnesota Mike back with you for another video. This is another one in my vlog series that I do through the Memphis Songwriters Association in conjunction with the blog that I write for them, talking all about songwriting and what has worked for various artists over the course of a handful of years, whether those songs have been hits or not. Now, in this particular kick, none of the songs were hits because they actually went unreleased. At least by the original artist. And we have thus far looked at If You Only Knew by Cara's Flowers. We also looked at Harry's Gate by the Bee Gees. We looked at the song Don't Kill My Baby or My Son by Woody Guthrie, and now we are going to close out by looking at Sweet Up and Down by the Dave Matthews Band. So some background, the Dave Matthews Band has one of the most dedicated fan bases on the planet. So when I say the greatest songs you'll never hear, I'm not talking to those who are familiar with the Lillywhite Sessions. But for those of you who are not, here's a little background. In late 1999 and early 2000, the Dave Matthews Band recorded 13 songs with Steve Lillywhite producing. These songs were later rejected by the label, and Dave was paired with Glenn Ballard, who had earlier produced Jagged Little Pill for Alanis Morissette, to write what would become their album Every Day. This was a very different approach for a band who had typically worked out songs together live in the studio and divided both fans and band members. Though this particular compilation was never officially released, many of the songs would later be re-recorded and appear on their 2002 album Busted Stuff, which was their follow-up to Every Day. Sweet Up and Down, however, was not one of them. And I should point out, too, that when I did my productive co-writing blog, I talked about Steve Lillywhite in this particular context, because he was, Glenn Ballard in this particular context, because he produced Jagged Little Pill, but then the sessions weren't nearly as productive with the Dave Matthews Band. I mean, they still yielded an album, but it just didn't feel like the Dave Matthews Band. So not every producer works for every artist, and that's important to check out as you are vetting producers. But lyrically, this song contains an upbeat message to keep on trudging through the highs and lows of life. In each verse, it presents something bad that happens to people in everyday situations, such as homelessness and starvation, but with the narrator concluding in every chorus that he believes in love and the sweet up and down. While the verses reflect the negativity, the chorus, as its name implies, talks more about the good in life outweighed by the bad. Melodically, the song is written in the key of A major. Sweet Up and Down uses an intro of B, 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 A, which is a 2-2-2-1-1-1 pattern that gets played 8 times, followed by the verses of A, B, 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 A, which is a 2-1-1-1-1-1-1-1 pattern. The chorus then switches to E, F sharp, G, and A, which is a 5-6-7-1 pattern. Got that walk up before repeating with the B, 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 A, the 2-2-2-1-1-1 pattern, and closing on the D and E, the 4 and the 5. So of note, literally, like I said, this is used to build tension, walking up from the 5 to the 7 chord, and then going 1-2-1-4-5, which is a half cadence. In addition to the guitar, saxophone and violin are both prominent, as they typically are on Dave Matthews Band recordings. Bass and drums can also be heard throughout the recording. So structurally, the song follows a verse, chorus, chorus, it is a verse, chorus, solo, verse, chorus, solo, verse, chorus structure. I mentioned at the top the importance of the band jamming in the studio, and this is evident here. In your typical radio-friendly songs, a double chorus right away is not super common. A solo after that, even less so, but the song allows all the band members to shine, and since it's an example song, it doesn't matter when those examples come in or what comes in between them, as it would with a story song. This allows, like I said, for more jamming, as is typical with Dave Matthews Band songs. So Sweet Up and Down is linked in the comments. You can listen to it after you watch my analysis. I'm Minnesota Mike on behalf of the Memphis Songwriters Association. Make sure you check out my blog on the MSA website and all my other vlogs on YouTube. Thank you so much.